Mounjarians, are you ready to take this to the next level? Because the stuff I'm going to cover in this video, it's not for the faint-hearted, probably controversial for some, but hey-ho, you know me. This needs to be tackled head-on, and I'd suggest you stick around till the end because I've got some very, very big news for you. It's not for me, it's for you guys, and it could change your journey for the better. I'm not kidding. And I'm not trying to sell you anything either. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jackie. I've lost 6 stone on Mounjaro. Let's get stuck in. Let's talk about that big fat elephant in the room, hence the thumbnail. I wasn't kidding. As soon as I mention it, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's always there in the back of your mind, even when things are going well. But not many people are facing this or even talking about it on platforms like this. What's happening when we stop Mounjaro? We're smashing the weight loss. Social media is just full of very proud photographs of people sharing their wonderful journey. Great. But deep down, we know the food noise hasn't gone away. It's just being gagged. Mounjaro has silenced it. This has been playing on my mind for quite a while now, and I've got about 2 stone left to get to maintenance. It's getting very, very close. And I'm getting worried because I know this to be true. How do I know? Recently, I had to come off Mounjaro for a little while. I was poorly, and that's when it hit me. I hadn't actually learnt a thing. The food noise didn't just return, it's buddy give me a right big slap in the face. I was right back to square one. I honestly thought, naively, I would eat the same as I did when I was on Mounjaro. Nope. That's when I had to admit something. Mounjaro didn't fix anything. Yes, I lost the weight, but that's all it did. It just shut everything else up. I'm quite optimistic. I lived in hope I would magically be cured of my bad choice making, but nope. It seems Mounjaro is just our sticking plaster for a broken leg. When you rip the plaster off, we still have a broken leg. I'm not kidding. All the reasons I used to overeat are still there, and it made me stop in my tracks. I have been so focused on those numbers on the scales, losing the weight, I've forgotten to think about fixing what caused me to overeat and make bad choices in the first place. It's quite obvious. Food wasn't the problem. It's not the problem. It's why we make bad choices. The stuff up here, it could be stress, you've been hurt, habits, fear. All of it is to do with our emotions that we've been carrying for years. This is my journey, but I know there's a lot of people out there going through a very similar thing. They are still very loud, those emotions, and proud, and they're still sitting very quietly and sneakily underneath Mounjaro. But hang on, it's not all doom and gloom. On the bright side, Mounjaro gives us the space up here to try and sort ourselves out and possibly learn better ways. And obviously, naively, I thought I did, but I didn't. They came straight back. Now, I'm not saying everyone's like me, far from it, but you only have to read through some of my comments to know the majority of people have this fear going on. They're exactly like me, and it's getting scary the closer you get to maintenance. I've come to understand myself and now see this is possibly self-sabotage. Let me explain. I don't know about you, but I've never really looked deep into why I was making these bad choices. You just don't. You go through life. I just struggled with my choices every single day. I was obese and I felt guilty for it, but I never really went deep into it. But now I see therein lies the problem. If we don't sort out our issues, the cause of why we suffer with these emotional triggers, it's not the food. Isn't it inevitable the weight's just going to come straight back on for a lot of us? Again, I have to remind viewers, this doesn't apply to all. I'm sure someone will feel the need to shout in the comments, well, I worked it all out and I'm doing good. Great, happy for you. I'm so sarcastic. But a lot of us might not be so lucky. And I know because of what I recently went through. It was like, boom, straight back into those old habits. What the frig? But I also have some evidence to think this, and I'm going back a bit now. It's not just me blowing out hot air. I'm not just giving you waffle. There's a reason for this because I've experienced it before. When I remembered my last big weight loss many, many, many years ago, I lost 4 stone. I think I did the lipo trim diet. It's one the hospitals used to use to get fat people slim for operations. And before I lost it, I was just normal fat Jack, invisible Jack, happy Jack. I wasn't in the spotlight and I was safe, but I was unhappy. I was overweight. So I went on this diet, 4 stone gone. I did it quite quickly. And suddenly I was seeing, it was like I was starting to get attention. People's expectations changed around me. I was out of my comfort zone because I'd been a fat Jack for such a long time. I was invisible and people didn't expect anything from me. I know a lot of you will resonate with this, but I didn't know what to do with that being out of my comfort zone. I often wondered why my head never caught up with my weight loss. This is why, I think. But pretty soon afterwards, unconsciously, I went straight into self-sabotage mode. And I've done this a few times. I kid you not. It sounds bizarre. Couldn't stop myself. I had no idea what was going on and I just went straight into self-sabotage mode. But as you get older, you get a little bit wiser, and being on Mounjaro and doing this channel and looking really deep into things, now I think I know why. It wasn't for the love of food or hunger. It was fear. Fear of being seen, of everything that involves it's to do with the heart. I'd had my heart broken, like most people, a few times, and being visible suddenly felt very unsafe. I started to get a lot of attention. I felt vulnerable. Just shows the trauma that you can go through affect your emotions. It sticks to your soul like treacle. I've come to realise this isn't something that can be solved with just willpower, meal prepping, tracking, going to Slimming World. It will explain a lot of the reasons potentially why a lot of us yo-yo diet for many, many years, because we try and tackle it with the food, the prepping, the good choices, when really we need to be looking further. Now, this is me right now. We've all got our stories and our experiences like me. But one thing I do know, Mounjaro can't solve this deeper stuff. Mounjaro lets you lose the weight, gives you the headspace to lose the weight. Something within Mounjaro masks that aspect of the issues that create the food effect. I'm not talking about major issues either. It could be something really small, wanting to be like everyone else when you're a kid and you always felt different, never getting enough love, or having a childhood that wasn't perfect, being let down, or not feeling good enough. Even as adults, we all feel like that. The first time in my life, this is making me realise I need to be dealing with it, because I'm so proud that I've lost the 6 stone, but I do not ever want to be fat Jack again. If I don't deal with this, I will get stuck in that same cycle. You be the judge. One thing that has helped me consistently with those occasional mild issues I've had whilst being on and off Mounjaro is the connections from this channel. The comments, the chats, the calls, all of it. That backwards and forwards and sharing each other's journeys, comparing notes, sharing each other's experiences and what helps, what doesn't. That's kept me on track, because that has been so supportive to me. And I think I've realised we need support. Unbeknown to you lot, that stuff has carried me through some real tough moments whilst I've been on Mounjaro. Then it clicked. I'm just one person. We are many. Can you imagine the support we could get if there was a whole tribe of us that could give each other that support every minute of every day? When times are good or bad, you can get advice, people's suggestions, give suggestions, give sympathy, the lot. It's like you're all sat in my living room and we're all having these conversations and we're there for each other all the time. Now, this is just my perspective on this journey. And I have always said, I am no expert. I'm just on the same journey as most of you guys. But collectively, we all have a wealth of experience. And this is too valuable to be wasted on a YouTube channel's comments section. You're getting me on the videos and then we're communicating in the comments. This is far bigger than that. This is too valuable. We're getting far too deep now to handle it in a comment section on YouTube. We need more. We need a community, because I know the hardest bit is yet to come. Trust me. I think the Mounjaro journey is easy-ish when you're on Mounjaro with the weight loss. And I think the hard bits come in when this comes into it. Here's the big news, guys. I have created such community. It's a private community. Don't switch off. This is completely free, okay? It's not going to cost you a penny. Cost me something, but it doesn't cost you anything. And it's completely off social media. There's no noise, no nonsense, no public, no judgments from anybody, no keyboard warriors, just us. Those of you who comment on every single video, share and like them constantly, leave hearts, sharing your stories. Yes, I'm talking to you lot. You are the guys this is probably going to benefit the most because you are invested in Mounjaro. You know what it takes. You ask out. You share stuff when you see somebody with a question. I'm talking to you guys, okay? Do you want to be part of this community? I'm so excited about this, I'll tell you. I've called it, you ready? Drum roll, please. The Mounjarian tribe. Now, I've coined the word Mounjarian. I'm from Manchester, and we call Manchester people Mancunians. So I've coined this phrase, the Mounjarians. So we are officially the Mounjarian tribe. Do you like it? It's completely free, guys. There is no cost to you because to me, the important part has to be us all coming together in a safe, private place. It's not open to the public. But more importantly, you guys can talk to each other and help each other out. I think this is going to be worth its weight in gold for me and hopefully for many of you too. Now, I set this up about 3 days ago, quite sneakily, because I was still trying to do videos and set some bits and pieces up. There is so much more coming. I've put the word out very sneakily to some YouTube members, website subscribers, and let them know about it and blow me down with a feather. It's already got, as of today, I think it's 2.5 days I started, 30 members. But what's even better, and this makes my heart melt, people are already sharing their journeys, asking questions, offering support to each other. I am so chuffed. This is the whole purpose of this community. And I've not even publicised it yet properly until now. It's now officially open. Doesn't that tell you something, though, that it's working within hours? It started working. How much it's potentially needed. We all need that quiet, safe space that we can go to that's full of people like us for questions, support, whatever you're going to need. There's all kinds coming. There'll be Zoom chats coming. This is all free, guys. I'll put the free ebooks on there and all you have to do is sign up. If you think you need to be around others like you and me, then this space is definitely for you. I truly believe most of us are going to need that safe place for a very long time after all this. Just on the journey, you need a helping hand. But when you start thinking about that maintenance or this business, that's going to be a minefield and we're going to need some people to lean on. I personally know I will because I've been leaning on you guys. Although we've been doing this very much alone so far, doesn't have to be alone anymore. I think we stand a far, far better chance of winning this battle when others have got our backs as well. So if you see yourself as a Mounjarian warrior, whoa, come and join the tribe and I'll see you in there. The link is down below now. It does not cost you a thing, guys. That's the whole point. I'm paying it forward because you guys have given me so much and I want to give you something back. Take care. See you later. Bye. I'm so excited.